Hello, my beautiful Cancers. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up right now, catching a vibe, getting back in the swing of things, and getting ready to do your May 2020 tarot reading. So for those that are new, welcome. It's an absolute privilege and honor to read for you, to connect and ascend with you. Please like, share, subscribe. It is much appreciated. And for those that are returning, I missed you guys so much. Thank you for sending me all your love and well wishes during my time. I moved, obviously, you can tell, and completely aligned myself and positioned myself to my new timeline. So it was exhausting. It was emotionally painful. It was highly rewarding. And now I'm just settling in to the new energies. All right. So I thank you guys for your patience. And like I said, your well wishes, prayers, love, and support. All right. And your girl's back. I'm back on the tube. Okay. And for those that would like to book personal readings with me, just see below in the description my email address. You can email me at queencuptarot@gmail.com, and I will send you a link for my calendar, which includes the link for the PayPal, where you'll book yourself in for a live personal reading. No pre-recordeds, guys. You guys still email me. I don't even respond to those emails anymore because those are the people who will bypass the intro and then email me for the same info that they were too lazy to listen to in the 3 minutes at the beginning. So they're the ones that click on the timestamp and then email me and go, how do I do? Well, it was in the intro that you bypassed that you didn't think was important, that irritated you too much to watch. That same irritation I'm giving you guys back with I'm not wasting my time with people asking me questions about things that I made very clear in the beginning. Okay? But for those that timestamp the reading, please continue to do so. It's much appreciated. And yeah, and then for those that would like to keep up with me in between the months, because I only do monthly zodiac sign readings, but I do daily and weekly love readings. So daily general readings and weekly love readings over on Patreon, but they're not time or zodiac sign specific. So if you do want additional content from the YouTube for members only, you can check out the Patreon and the link is below. All right, I think I did the whole spiel. We can get into prayer and get right into it. Guys, for those that are new, it's kind of the unspoken rule here that it's not really a rule, but I'm not an astrologer. So I would really look at, because I post all of them at one time, I would really look at the titles, even the timestamps, if you guys are versed in the codes and have been getting a lot of number codes, right? Because then the timestamp actually means something, right? But if not, then yeah, don't just look at the titles, you know? I mean, you're going to use whatever format you use, but I'll be honest, the way I get these messages out, because I'm not an astrologer, it's an energy that a different energy I'm breaking down. Sometimes it isn't a different energy, it's just a different variation of the same energy in a different video. But anyways, moving on, Cancer. I missed you guys. I feel like there's so much to catch up on. I do want to go live and talk to you guys live and direct about how you're feeling, because the new timelines are in effect, right? And it's just that some of us are realizing that we have manifested and positioned ourselves onto another go around our old karmic cycle, while some of us are fully positioned and aware and conscious that our manifestations are a reflection of the new. So people are in different energies. Some people are feeling like they were completely bamboozled because they really thought they were manifesting for the new timeline. Now they got it in, and the devil ripped the illusion off and is saying, no, you're actually on your old karmic cycle. You didn't love yourself enough to go build your new timeline. Remember, you gave me all of your resources, right? Yeah, devil energy, karmic energy. Yeah, I just feel like Cancer season and Leo season is going to be amazing. Amazing. Dare I say? All right, so I'm excited to see what we get in your spread. Let's just get into prayer. You guys can timestamp now, okay? And let's get to going. Okay, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, particularly, please allow me to communicate clearly to the collective side of Cancer the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding the material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. I'm going to be very honest, Cancer. Okay. Some of you guys are going to find it very hard to go back into your natural element. So people, because I really believe that the Queen of Swords energy was essentially leading the end and wrapping up of this karmic cycle, which is why a lot of people's the fighter in them is tired, exhausted. So the Queen of Cups energy is the energy that steps in after a cycle is complete in order with the Queen of Pentacles in order to plant seeds, nurture, and grow the new timeline. Some of you guys are still in the Queen of Swords energy that has wrapped up your old timeline, and you are going to be shocked at how hard it is to go into your natural disposition, which is the Queen of Cups energy, where you are open to nurture and love. Some of you are going to be shocked. You're going to go, oh, you're going to realize you're not actually as emotionally available as you thought you were, because you're still remembering your emotional availability long ago. But remember, you had to learn a lot of painful cycles about that emotional availability. So a lot of you actually shut down at the end of relationships, during certain tower moments, you emotionally shut down so that your Queen of Swords energy could handle what needed to be handled to wrap up this cycle. So some of you guys are going to think like, oh, I'll just hop back in my Queen of Cups energy when my new timeline comes in. It's not going to be as easy as you think. Because this is the Fool. To me, it's the 0. You know, it's the response of God. It's the new timeline. It is the beginning, right? And like I said, at the end, like think of harvesting, think of growing anything. Think of your timeline as the life cycle of a harvest, of a crop, right? You use your Queen of Pentacles and your Queen of Cups to plant and water the foundation, right? And then you use the Queen of Swords, your Queen of Wands, which is that sun fire energy, to nurture and grow, almost like that photosynthesis, come my way, come to the light, right? It's that pulling energy that draws up the seed that you're nurturing with your water up through the ground, through the darkness. It's intuition. It's like the seed in you knows how to find that fire energy even before it actually gets to see the sun. It can feel the sun and comes right up the ground. And then your Queen of Swords energy chops essentially your harvest, what you are able to take and now utilize, right? It's the energy of it's done. Like when the Queen of Swords comes and chops the harvest, it's over, it's done. You need to start over, right? And plant again. That's where I see Cancer is at this time. It just seems that some of you guys might be struggling to move your energies. Some of you think that you're in your Queen of Cups, but you're not. Some of you are already. Because, yeah, some of you guys, let's see though. Let's see what we get. Yeah, the Hierophant. To me, this speaks of timing. I don't usually get messages of timing, but this is Aries energy, and then this is Taurus energy. This was the season we just came out of. This is the season that we're now in. So I genuinely believe from a timing perspective that this is, I wouldn't be surprised if we got, because I really feel that between now and August, there is massive collective change that is occurring, and it's going to be the talk of the town. Okay, and it's going to happen on a collective global scale, but I also believe it's just going to happen in people's smaller worlds, right? Yeah, so I won't be surprised if Gemini comes out, like the Twins, the Chariot, and the I was just checking if those were the Twins, the Chariot, and the Leo energy, because I keep getting August. For some of you, you want to look up angel number 136 of the Sephiroth. All right. Let's see what else we get. And we've got the 9 of Swords. Somebody, Cancer. This could be you or somebody else in your energy, I'm not sure, but somebody feels foolish about a decision that they made to commit to something that they now don't know how to get out of. Somebody was a fool. They made a foolish decision, and I know that because the 9 of Swords, because this would have been a leap of faith to commit to something somebody believes in. But then why would you be stressed? Somebody somebody believes, whether it's you or somebody else, somebody believes they made a foolish decision. Cancer, this could be somebody feeling this way about you. You could have felt this way about somebody. This could be somebody feeling this way about somebody else, looking back at you like, fuck, I could have had it good. You're damn right. I don't know where that came out of somebody. Some of you guys know somebody's coming back to you because you just know how this shit goes. You know how that shit goes. You know how that shit goes. Because some of you, when you guys see readings of like, oh, somebody's watching you, some of you guys know exactly who's watching you. It's not up for debate. Like, you're very clear. The Magician and the Moon. I also believe that there is, within pre-existing commitments, that there is stress revealing a truth that needs to be revealed. Yeah. And it's about something somebody manifested behind somebody's back. When somebody wasn't around, when they were in separation with somebody. Cancer, somebody might want to commit to you, confess that they want something with you, but think that you will reject them if they know something about you. Or this could be somebody returning back from the past, wanting to work with you, but afraid of telling you where they've been and what they've been doing. When they weren't manifesting with you, where they were manifesting and what they were doing. I honestly think that I feel that somebody is stressed about taking a leap of faith towards you. And I don't see them doing it, or at least not now. So I don't know where this is relevant to Cancer. For Cancer, for some of you, this is you that is stressed. For some of you, you feel like you didn't. For some of you, you feel like you had an opportunity to commit to something that was really good in the past and you didn't take it. And now you're looking back thinking where you could have been if you took another road. For some of you, you are pregnant and you are afraid of telling your employer right now. Some of you just started a job or just got an opportunity and you are afraid of revealing your pregnancy to somebody. For some of you, it's afraid to reveal your pregnancy to your partner because of maybe how early in the relationship it is. Maybe some of you know that your partner is married or committed to somebody else and you found out you were pregnant and you are trying to determine whether or not you want to keep this child without revealing to this Hierophant energy that you're even pregnant to begin with. Some of you, I did get that. Some of you are like, I don't have to tell them. No, you don't. It's your body. It's your business. No, you don't. But you might want to. It is still the Hierophant. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right. But I do get that. Somebody trying to reveal a pregnancy because of some shit. Then we've got the Three of Wands. Too many. Tower, though. The Two of Cups. The Eight of Swords. The Princess, oh fuck. Some of you have been manifesting the return of somebody. You're manifesting a reconciliation, and the only reason why you're manifesting it is because you don't know this person's secrets. You don't know the truth. There is still an illusion playing out with you and somebody that gets you to still want them. But if you knew the truth about them, you wouldn't. So a lot of you are going to manifest somebody back into your life only for you to have a deep conversation with them and be like, oh my God, you staying away from me was actually probably the best thing. Or I understand why God kept you away from me. Or, oh my God, this is not what I want. So some of you that are trying to manifest a new beginning with somebody from the past, all you're manifesting is a moment of closure with them. Yeah. It's dropping a burden. It's too much. Some of you have already been hurt by this person so many times because I'm getting a karmic cycle with a relationship and you are trying to manifest one more go with them. The problem is I don't think you're going to want to go one more round with them when you find out what has occurred, what they did. You know, for some of you, this is somebody that you in the past created a life with that left you to go and create that life with somebody else and it didn't work back. And now they're going to come back to you telling you this. Some of them had for some of you feminines, the person you're trying to manifest back to you had started a whole family and embedded that timeline with seeds, children. Some of you, oh my God, that's some fucked up shit. I'm really tapping into some really old karmic shit. Some of you guys are going to have the veil lifted off of you regarding something that you're waiting for that you isn't in your, it's not what you think it is. It's not the love that you seek. So some of you are manifesting your new beginning on your new timeline, but you're manifesting a moment of closure first. So you might have somebody return back to from the past to you, and you think this is my new beginning. We're going to start new. Everything's going to be great. No, this is the wrapping up of that karmic cycle, because when the truth gets revealed, truly about why this person's returning back to you, where they've been, what they did, you're dropping this burden, and you are then going to manifest your new timeline. Because I can hear some of you saying, love wouldn't do this to me. Because some of you don't know that there has been trials against you behind your back by some of the people you love and want to manifest new beginnings with. God don't want you to manifest new beginnings with these people. But some of you keep on insisting. So really what that translates to God is no new time, not ready for new timeline, still ready for the old one. I need to manifest aces on the old timeline because I need to give it another go so I can better learn these lessons, whatever. Seven of Cups, confusion. Yep, Princess of Wands. Some of you need to be mindful of, because if this is a new person, this is sleeping with them too quickly. And now you're getting paranoid. So for some of you, you came out of third-party situations. You ended your karmic cycles being maybe the other woman to a married man or some shit like that. You came out of that cycle. You're now going into a new relationship and you are all confused because you slept or got intimate too soon and now you're all paranoid. Well, I don't believe you. What do you got? Like you're just assuming that you made the same mistake that you did before and you're projecting that onto somebody new. Because I see that the only thing reoccurring was your behavior. You making yourself sexually, emotionally, physically, or money time-wise too available too soon for you to then go, what did I do? What's going on? Did I fuck up? Like, it's all that kind of shit. So that's a karmic cycle that some of you are going to wrap up with a new person. Because this new person might G-check you and be like, don't project that shit onto me. Okay, I didn't feel no way about sleeping with you. Like, I have nothing to hide. Like, I don't know. I just see that there is the wrapping up of a karmic cycle, but it's how you behave. And I see it playing out in a new relationship because I think you might realize you're going to lose a good thing projecting your old shit onto this new person. Because I don't think the Hierophant isn't going to hold back. They're going to reflect to you what they see. And some of you were not aware. Some of you are in a new relationship and you are not aware of some of the things that this new person is reflecting back to you. And you're feeling defensive and you're feeling, you might be getting a little like pincy, like with your little pincers. And this Hierophant energy is going to G-check you about that. Yeah, some of you guys are going to be, I feel a mixture of irritated and attracted to an energy because of their ability to do this to you. Right? They can see you, so that makes you feel good, but they also can see your shadow and they have no problem addressing it or reflecting it back to you because they have their own shadow. The Hierophant has balanced out his shadow and his light many, many lifetimes over and over. Okay, so this Hierophant energy will be able to identify the light and the shadow in anybody. So it looks like some of you are dating the Hierophant, and I don't think you've dated this kind of energy before that is spiritually as awakened to be able to see through you as it can. So whatever it was you weren't aware of or you didn't think were issues, they are going to be made aware of in this relationship, which some of you manifested it. So it is a karmic relationship, but it's almost like you're getting the other side of the karmic experience that you were in. So it's almost like you're getting to feel what your past partner felt like being with you. being the spiritual being who's awakened, who's calling shit out, going, huh? Like, it's the tables might be turning. So some of you guys are going on the on this. You guys are on the same karmic cycle, but you are manifesting a new opportunity to learn more lessons. So it's not going to feel exactly the same, but there will be this feeling of, oh, I've been here before. You were just on the other side, where you're looking at somebody who is less spiritually awakened, being like, what are you doing? Or like, I can see through you, or, you're not being authentic, your authentic self and morals, values, leader of the morals and values and all that shit. Now the tables are turning, and there's somebody else who's done this work, has maybe come a little further, who's going, you're projecting insecurities onto me. Okay, you're making the bonding process hard because you're not making yourself emotionally available because you still have baggage from the past. What? Some of you are going to go, excuse me? Yeah, you can dish it. You need to be able to take it. Cheers and peace. Six of Cups, King of Pentacles. I've been getting some weird energy about some King of Pentacles that likes to control people with money, who's getting collected on. There is a King of Pentacles energy that uses his money to hold people back, so stop them from moving forward and shit like that. Keep them stuck. They're getting collected on. So this person is going to reach financial ruin and essentially will free all the people who are under bondage under this money. It could even be an employer, because there's going to be companies that crash and burn, and a lot of them, it's karmic energies. It's karma. They didn't build those businesses off of morals, values, and solid foundations. Okay? So when the matrix shut down, they shut down, right? So, and that's not for all, right? There's a lot of small businesses. Like, I'm not getting into that. Four of Wands, Knight of Cups, King of Wands. I'm hearing somebody tell you all the things they're going to do now, and you being like to somebody, but that was what I was offering then. I don't know, man. I've been getting this for a few of the readings. Some of you are going to feel conflicted about giving somebody another chance, another go. Some of you are going to feel conflicted about receiving somebody's offer to move to the next level. Some of you guys manifested a serious committed relationship, and then when it comes in, you're realizing how much transparency, honesty, time, there's a lot of weight to these kind of relationships. And some of you might be questioning how ready you are to go into that level of commitment. So for some of you, you are going into a karmic cycle with somebody who is very ready for what it is you were asking God for, in order to actually get to see how ready you really are. And I don't know. So this is a karmic cycle. Feels brand new though. It's gonna feel brand new. Then there's the Chariot. It came out. I'm like, it was one of the cards I said would come out. I'm such a little asshole. Anyways, yeah, that's a lot. Let's pull out some Lenormand Cancer. And, Miss Crixie. Let's see what else we get here. All right. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and guardian angels. What else for Cancers for the month of May? Some of you guys realize that your employer was using you, in the sense of they were leading you on. I mean, this could be romantically, but I'm getting an employer led you on to believe that you had longer tenure, or you had an opportunity to move around or grow within a company, when really they were just trying to keep you somewhere long enough to replace you. Because I'm getting that that the company was putting two functions into one person to save money, and you were one of those functions. But they needed you to fulfill that function until they got that person, and then once they do, they let you go, and you're realizing that where you were trying to grow, they were never planning to take you. So you're feeling very, you're feeling like your employer shysted you. Because this gets revealed, like snaked you. Somebody's either revealing the truth about what they did to you, and if that's the case, it's most likely because you asked. So So this is probably somebody you're speaking to, you've addressed, you've asked this person, tell me the truth, tell me the truth. They finally reveal the truth and you're like, what the fuck? Because some of you were pushing somebody to reveal the truth to you and it was because you thought you knew what the truth was and you don't. So now when you get the full truth, whole truth, and nothing but it, you might be like, okay, I think I got enough of the truth. We're done. Shut the fuck up. Like, I can see you guys pulling back, being like, that's enough. I've heard enough. I hear some of you saying, I've heard enough. For some of you, though, this is somebody revealing some shit to you. For some of you, I feel like this Queen of Swords is you. You have become vicious because of some of the things that you went through. It's almost like the path, the carrying over. It's like the inheriting of that karmic energy and integrating it with it. Somebody has a character flaw that was a reflection of their karmic cycle that they integrated, i.e., this is who I am and it's not. It's a reflection of what your karmic cycle did to you. So somebody might be struggling with their identity, realizing what's the difference between nature and nurture. Because this here, this snake behavior, whatever this is karmic energy within self. Somebody struggling. This could be anything. Being away for so long, being exposed to a kind of behavior for so long, feeling that you have to be this way to survive for so long. It's like a character flaw, though. And I'm just seeing that somebody is... Where did it go? Shit, it's like I lost it. That was it. That was all. I don't know. The messages have been coming like whispers of winds. Sometimes it's like a hovering, where it's like a whisper and a hover, and I just have to listen intensely. Sometimes it's loud and I'm like, whoa. And then sometimes it sounds like a gust of wind, but it's a download. And it was like, that was a gust of wind. Yeah, some of you guys are realizing that it was your environment that created this character flaw in you. This isn't who you actually are. I'm seeing this revealing of somebody is realizing who they really are. I'm seeing somebody tell you what you are and you guys backing out on them and saying, no, I'm gonna tell you. I think you were used to, you know, when people would be like, oh, they're like this, or oh, they're like this, and they're talking like for you, like they know you describe, and you're like, no, I'm not. But sometimes, but before in your old karmic cycle, I think you'd be like, yeah, I am, yeah. No. You're realizing you adapted certain character flaws in order to fit in with certain people that you don't want to fit in anymore. So this is a reclaiming of self. Understanding that this was an adopted behavior. It's not actually authentic to who you truly are, whatever this behavior is. I don't know what it is, guys. With the moon and the karmic here, with the snake, it could be anything. But I'm more getting that as the watcher, your karmic energy. You guys watch these readings and you are always so quick to be able to identify everybody else to the karmic energy but yourself. That is perfect example of karmic energy. Not being able to identify the karmic cycle in yourself is a surefire way of identifying if you're a karmic or not. Because the only way I started to become divine is when I realized how karmic I really was. And then I was like, oh, that's not pretty. Oh, that's not authentic to me. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's what put me on the path to being divine. Being aware of this karmic cycle that I put myself on and who the fuck I was and what I look like on it. Do you know? Can you identify yourself as this energy? If not, then you're on that karmic cycle until you find out. Yeah, there's the divine masculine. This journey is not about the masculine. False person, false twin. Some of you guys, the illusion of somebody has been pulled from you. Some of you guys realize, I'm hearing false twin. I don't even know anything about like this twin shit. I just, I hear it in the community, but you guys know I don't focus my readings on that shit, right? Because I don't know anything about it, okay? But I just see here that somebody got revealed to them a false person, a false divine masculine, somebody who isn't actually a reflection of the love they've been downloading and connecting to. So they dropped it. Some of you guys let go of a connection, and there's the ring. And then the 6 of Cups. You freed yourself from a connection. I see that some of you guys were really trying to manifest something with a past person. And I think what you were trying to manifest with a past person, they manifested with who they are with or somebody else. For some of you, it was a business opportunity. Like for some of you, you were considering reconciling with an old friend or an old business partner to do something that you guys discussed doing only for you to go check them out, maybe to see or whatever, and see that they have actually taken this idea and are now doing it with somebody else. So now there's going to be this pour over, this understanding of the karmic cycle where you probably should have just went and committed to yourself, committed to what your dreams, long-term goals were without having to seek outside of yourself and need somebody to commit to you. I.e., the next time you download great ideas, you're going to take them to market, build, grow them, and develop them, and then bring the people in to allow them to commit to what you've already committed to, i.e., it's a reflection of the commitment you already got in the pot. I.e., nobody sits at your table unless they put something on it to eat. I don't know where that came from. I feel like I'm being spiritually gangbanged again, okay? Divine hates when I use gestures like getting spiritually pimped out or gangbang, but it feels like that sometimes. Like, look at this. Like, I feel, we're half an hour in and it's, the heart, the false person, the nest, the 2 of Cups, preparing. I don't know. Ooh, for some of you, there's a karmic getting involved in a new connection that you have and you don't know it. I see it online, possibly. Maybe if you guys live in the same area. I don't know. There's somebody interfering in somebody's new connection. Because we've got the divine masculine and the strange man. There's somebody interfering in this connection here. Cancers, I feel like you are going to manifest a partner that is a reflection of your old timeline, your karmic cycle, and a partner, a love option that's a reflection of the new one. And I quite frankly believe the reason why it's going to be hard is because you have more of a bond in the way Cancers like with the old karmic partner because you haven't had the time with the new person to build that bond. So it might fuck you if you only rely on your emotions and not your intellect. It might actually make you think that the choice is behind you and it's really in front of you. I don't know if that's making any sense, but it's like really looking at what you tap into when you make decisions about going into partnership with people. What draws you in? What gets you to commit? What got you to have to let go of those commitments and reclaim your energy and availability? Like I don't know, there seems to be a lot going on. Then we've got the number 44, and then the karmic cycle. Yeah, some of you guys thought you wrapped up a cycle with somebody and it's not done. Because I see this karmic cycle in maybe the physical. Like, for example, if it's a karmic cycle with a person, a relationship, you are estranged, you're not in union, you don't talk to them, but the patterns that you both lived out together, you guys still live out. So again, it's a karmic cycle. You didn't do anything different with the current partner, the last partner you had, than the one you did with the one before. Maybe different variations, but it came to the same conclusions. 10 of Swords, 4 of Swords, reflecting on heartbreak. The heartbreak that you've already experienced because you've probably already gone around this karmic cycle a couple of times. I don't know. Number 44, number 47, number 46, number 42. I don't even know. Now I feel like this is just Tourette's at this point. But you know what it is? Every time I've got to pee, my brain malfunctions. Like if I have to drive and I gotta go pee, I have to pull over. I'll start driving too fast. I'll start hitting curbs. My brain literally malfunctions. I don't think I'm doing enough Kegels down there. You know what I mean? Whatever. I don't know if I'm really texting. Let me stop. I'm in my new timeline. Drunk with love. Are you? We're gonna read that. Let love lift you to freedom. Let's do it. What's that song by there was a song called Drunk in Love. I think it was Beyonce. No, that was Crazy in Love. Now I'm hearing, I am in love with you. I've always been. All right. Okay. Let love lift you to freedom. Borrow the beloved's eyes, look through them and see the face of the beloved everywhere. You will feel no weariness, no indifference, for what was so appealing before will begin to appear in a new light. Whoa. You will feel no weariness, no indifference, for what was so unappealing before will begin to appear in a new light. Whoa. See, for some of you, it's an opportunity or a person that you were looking at as the strange man who might not be strange, or you were looking at them as the divine masculine and they are not that anymore. There is something to do with the revelation, seeing something clearly, needing to give the time. I don't know. You will feel no weariness, no indifference, for what was unappealing before will begin to appear in a new light. When life is mundane and waking up in the morning is a void of excitement, it means we are pulling away from our dreams. This is when we need to improve our personal lives and make positive changes in our relationships. Being drunk with love removes the barriers that have held us apart from others, from the divine, and from the world. Now is the time to focus on love and on giving from the heart, perhaps to rebuild an old love connection or initiate a fresh start. Yeah, this was definitely the card for your reading. Okay. Rumi's message to you is to let go of your self-centered, let go of yourself, and then it was, no, your self-centered thoughts, and begin to see everything through the eyes of love. When you perceive with loving gaze, you become surrounded by energy like a fragrance in the air, which shelters you with a pure love, such as you have never known before. You will be escorted by a warm, blushing glow that calls you into a community of friends who welcomes you into their hearts. Okay? That's your spread. I know it's a little bit early, but I don't know. That's it. And I really got to pee. And I pulled out, like, what else, Cancer, do you want from me? Like, all right. And then I got a client calling. All right. I love you guys. And I'll see you guys for when I go live. Leave your comments. Let me know your thoughts. And until the next time I see you, please keep letting your inner angels live. Okay? All right. Bye.